What's going on, everybody? I mean, I can't even do my regular intro because, we got some news today, or in recent days, and it sucks, bro. This is whack, straight up. If you haven't already, there's been leaks about the Flash movie, and apparently they are gonna reset everything in the DCEU so far. Let's look at it. So look, Supergirl replaces Superman, right? Remember, look, all Flash. These are just rumors, leaks. Chances are, but majority of the time when big leaks like this happen, they're at least 85, 65% true. A lot of this stuff does happen when these big leaks come out before these superhero movies, and it's just Superman is already getting replaced. The probably the best thing that's coming out of the DCEU. He had the best solo movie, in my opinion. Who else has had a good solo movie? Aquaman was all right. It was mediocre, a little bit above that. Wasn't crazy. I hated Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman, the first movie, was actually really good. That was another good thing to come out of the DCEU. But other than that, Suicide Squad 1, it was I really like Suicide Squad 2, but that's not a solo film. Justice League is not a solo film. I guess Batman vs. Superman was ass. So I don't, you're gonna get rid of pretty much the best thing, and on top of that, you're replacing the best, perfectly casted actor. He's like the perfect Superman. You're gonna get rid of Henry Cavill. Like, he was carrying. Like, I don't like it. Superman. Why Supergirl? Like, I don't. Why can't you just bring him back and just keep moving? What is up with this big reboot? I don't. It's just, it's terrible, and it's not good. You're not rebooting in a good way. You're getting rid of like your best parts. I don't understand. Look, as I've been told with Update the Flash, Ben Affleck last appearance, that too. We're losing Batfleck. I kind of knew he wasn't getting the solo film, but he's out of the DCEU. Come on, he was like, I actually thought he was pretty cool as Batman. He wasn't terrible. Michael Keaton is Batman. He's too old. I love Michael Keaton. Yes, he's the OG, but he is way too old. I don't care if you de-age him. He's just too old. I don't see it. I don't want him to be Batman. He had his two Batman movies in the 80s. He'll be all right. He doesn't need to come back 20 years later and become main Batman. I don't. If you were doing Flashpoint and he came back for the movie, I love that. That to me is dope as hell. But now he's coming back as permanent Batman for the DCEU. And on top of that, you've got all these random solo movies coming out that aren't connected. They're just one-offs. And why? It's just, DCEU is a mess right now. It's a disaster. It's a mess. It's terrible. Look, Michael Keaton's back. Whatever. Zack Snyderverse. All right, this is where it's gonna get spicy right here. I'm probably gonna get some flack. Listen, Snyderverse isn't that crazy. Let's keep it a stack. He struck gold with Man of Steel. Yes, I love Man of Steel. Probably my favorite DCEU movie. If I'm being honest, I really like that movie. Everything else he's dropped is dog. It's just garbage. Batman vs Superman. I hate it. I hate Batman vs Superman. I just don't like it. It's a bad movie. There's so many. That's a whole nother video. I could just dissect that movie and why it's just bad. Then we get Justice League. That was whack. Even if you count Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut wasn't even all that. For 4 hours? For 4 hours, I should have been blown away at the greatest movie experience ever. 4 hours. And in 4 hours, it was alright. Just that for 4 hours, bro? Come on. Let's be honest. He's not that good of a movie director. He's not good at making good movies. He got lucky with 300. Have you seen the one he just did on Netflix? The Army of the Dead or whatever? The movie was terrible. It will waste 2.5 hours. He's not that good of a director. So, frankly, I don't even think Snyder should be a part of the DCEU because he's not that good at making movies. It's plain and simple. His movies are mediocre at best. You get lucky with a pretty good movie. Like, come on. That's not the guy I want running the DCEU. I want somebody like a Kevin Feige who's in there, putting everything together. He's great. The new Justice League. Look at this. Let's read this. As part of the rumors, The Flash will seemingly introduce a completely new Justice League. The Flash, Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, Aquaman, Jason Momoa. They're all still on the team. Watch, they're probably going to replace too. Okay, but it will also include Batgirl, Supergirl, Black Canary, who is apparently getting a big upgrade in her role after co-starring in Birds of Prey. Like, I don't. It's whack. Literally, it's just. I don't know. Like, it's so like. Like, why are you gonna ruin what little good you have of your universe? Like, I don't understand why WB they honestly need to get rid of DC because they just it's just a mess. Give it to somebody who knows what they're doing, or who, like the fact that they can make a better monster verse within like 3 or 4 movies, and you are struggling this hard to get your DCEU going. Like, why you're rebooting already? Like, you haven't even had you haven't even fought Darkseid yet. We haven't even got that far. That's like the first basic main villain. Okay, like come on, Steph. Like it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Like it was already bad. It start like Man of Steel awesome. Man of Steel was awesome. Batman vs Superman garbage. I hated Man of Steel. I mean not Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman. Wonder Woman came out awesome, cool. Justice League come out whack. Aquaman It's just been You only had 2 cool movies. Like they're good movies. They're not amazing, mind blowing movies. Man of Steel and Wonder Woman. Then you got Wonder Woman 84, garbage. Like Suicide Squad. Whack. It was just mediocre. Suicide Squad 2 was good. Yeah, sure, but yeah, look who's not directing Suicide Squad 2. Who's not involved with that? Zack Snyder. James Gunn can direct. I give him that. James Gunn is a great director. You can see it in all his recent work. He's a good director. I'm so glad, that he's coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy and everything. But Suicide Squad 2 is really good. It was funny. I really enjoyed that movie. And they get in these mediocre directors like Zack Snyder. He just comes in and just ruins. I don't care. People say, "Oh my God, it's the most comic book accurate movie we've ever seen." It doesn't matter. It could be it could adapt it page for page. I don't care. It's still a bad movie. That's what it is. You know, it's just bad, and that's the thing. They can't adapt the live action from page to page. If they want to do something, they should make a animated show. You struggling this hard, you should have came out with an animated show and set up a universe like that. And that's the best way to adapt comics, I think, is with animated shows. Surprised they haven't done it already, But even their DC animated movies, let's be honest, they've fallen off. They have fallen off. The new 52 DC, universe animated movies, they weren't even that good. So your animation has fallen off, and now, your live action is just straight garbage. So what do you have? You're literally ruining the medium where we can watch and enjoy these things because you can't do anything good with it. That's why people stick to the comics and I guess just the games, because that's what you're forcing is because you movies are whack. Now you're doing all this garbage. You're gonna replace Superman, probably the best thing about your universe. Like, come on, what are we doing, WB? Like, what are you doing? I don't get it, man. I honestly, this whole Flash reboot, I was excited at first because I heard they were gonna do Flashpoint, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna get Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Batman. We're gonna get some other characters. It's gonna be dope. No, we're gonna reset it, I guess, just like the comics, I guess, because I don't know why. What is the point? We're gonna bring back Michael Keaton. You like Michael Keaton? We know you look. If you're gonna bring it, you should have brought back Christian Bale to be permanent Batman. If you're gonna bring anybody back, to be honest, Michael Keaton is cool for a one-off movie like this. If he's here just for this movie, cool, but not the permanent Batman. Not for the DCEU. You're gonna bring Christian Bale. Pay him a bucket load. You know how much more people are gonna go see these movies. You bring back Christian Bale. But it's whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I'm not in the business, but clearly, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Marvel's made a way like truckloads, like a lot more money than DC has with their live action movies. well, their live action universe. Like all you literally have to do is copy them. If you could have copied them exactly, and it would have been great. But no, you want to rush. You want to get Justice League out as like the fourth DCEU movie. Why? It's just I don't. We had like four or five. Um, yeah, we had like 4 or 5 Marvel movies before we even got to Avengers 1. All right, what do we have? We had Superman, Batman vs Superman, and like Wonder Woman, and then they just went straight to Justice League. I think three, three movies, and only 2 characters a part of this team have a solo film out of like the 5 that are gonna be there. Like, why would you do that? It's just that's oh my, it's just a mess, and it's only gonna get worse. And as a DC fan, like I love DC, like I can't get excited anymore. Like they're killing all my hype for DC live action stuff. I'm still excited for the Batman. That looks all right. I'm not gonna lie. That one could be really good. But it's just what is going on with this DCEU? Like I want to get excited. It's DC. Who doesn't want to see it? I mean I love Marvel and DC, so I'm so excited when I see Marvel and they do all these cool things. Spider-Man No Way Home was fire. All these great things, and look, they're just like they're tripping over themselves. At WB trying to figure out what to do with the DCEU. It's just a mess. I can't. I don't get it. Like why? It's come on. Like you're ruining it for me. Like I want to see this dope stuff. I want to see a big Justice League, fight against Darkseid and all this craziness, and see Green Lantern come back, and they could do a lot of dope stuff. There's so many cool stories, just like Marvel has done. Marvel done a bunch of cool stories. Like we got a Civil War. Like come on, they just gotta get it together. It's terrible and it's not looking good. Simple as that. But that's the video here for you guys. That was my rant, I guess, about DC. They're just a mess right now with their movies. But if you're here, I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks for checking it out. Please click the links down below. Check out my Twitch. We're so close to affiliate. I'm always streaming. I'm probably streaming right now. So please go. Just give me a follow on there. I'm super close. Any follow would be greatly appreciated on there. But yeah, you could also check out my gaming channel, which is also down there. So go check that out. But yeah, like I said, appreciate all you guys for love and support. And yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.